for a performance to give the guys some confidence, and hope that one's it.
Sorry?
Oh, so you're looking for a performance that will give the guys a bit of confidence going forward, and hope
Yeah.
that one's it.
Yeah, it's you know, we spoke all week about training with confidence, and I didn't think we were that far away from a win. I thought we were unlucky to lose the last game, and we did. There was parts of our game we were good at today that if we had had the same execution and good in the same areas, we would have won probably 4 or 5 other games. It just goes to show you how close the competition is. If you know, we're not a good enough team to be a little bit off. We need to be on to win, and we showed you today what we can do when we are on. They're a quality team, the Titans, and I'm happy for the players because they've really stuck solid, kept believing in each other, and the faith in one another through the last couple of months, because there's been a lot of criticism, a lot of bagging, and individuals, the group, and we've had to circle the wagons, and we've certainly learned out of that. But it's just a win that for me as a coach, I was happy for them because they get a little bit of joy back in their lives.
Ricky, you would have seen a lot of great individual performances over the years. How does that one from Anthony Milford rank?
He's there's probably about another 4 or 5 individuals that could be really, really happy with their game today. But Anthony's we all know he's a special talent, and he showed today why he's got that tag. But he's still only a kid. He's a huge future and career ahead of him.
Did you celebrate his 20th on Friday? With anything?
With a win today.
He did today.
Yeah, but how have you sensed the guys, tough period when you haven't been winning games this time of year and when finals look so far away, how have you sensed the guys' mood and their attitude?
I've said it plenty of times to the local radio and then the Times that, mate, our performances on the field reflecting how the mood is off. Like Stick said a few times, our mateship, camaraderie, the places in good spirits, and that's the disappointing thing that we haven't put that onto the field and getting the 2 points. And I think today is a big step forward for us. We've been close many a times, but when you're not winning on the field, you don't get the rubber to green, you don't get the bounce of the ball. And I think today we got that because we put ourselves in a situation to win that game. I think the first 20 minutes we probably gave them a lot of opportunity in our own half, and that's how we've been playing. But that back 60, we played how the coaches have wanted us, completing our sets, playing down their end, and that's what we can do in the last 20 minutes.
I feel that's the switch you need to, that little bit of confidence and switch the guys need to hopefully go on with it now for the rest of the year.
Yes, it doesn't get any easier. We've got Melbourne in Melbourne next week, so we can't get ahead of ourselves. We have to knuckle down, go over the video where we can still improve, and I think we might lose Branko as well, which is disappointing, and another centre down. So whoever comes in that has a big role to fill, and we just have to keep building on that performance.
How is Branko, Ricky?
I don't know the degree of it, but it's torn hammy.
Oh, right. Okay. It's another outside back you can afford to lose. Obviously, a couple out already. Yeah.
Well, we're already playing players out of position on the edges. It makes it very hard when it's probably a part of the footy field that we've let ourselves down on mostly this year, and it's hard to keep creating cohesion and players getting used to one another when we get players going down all the time. But it happens to a lot of teams. It's not just us, so we've just got to deal with it. And I thought, playing under that little bit of adversity there today, it was a couple of blokes knocked around and bruised up a bit. So it was a physical game as much as losing a couple of players.
With Whitey, was that just you felt you needed a bit more ability there, or was he just being rested, or was it?
No, it was a style of game today that I thought wasn't going to suit Whitey's brand. Whitey will play next week. We were playing a different style of game today in regards to what I needed Whitey for, and he's just a terrific clubman, and he understood it. And I take my hat off to a bloke like that because he understood that it was a team decision, team situation, and that's why we all love Whitey, you know, he's got a great character, and he's disappointed he's not playing, but understood from the team's point of view the reason, and he was great about it.
A bit more expansive game today. Was that sort of the route that you just felt like you needed a bit more youth in there?
No, we haven't. Wasn't too much change to our game today. We're just better at it.
Yep.
And it's simple, like, not completing on tackle 3 or 4 and completing 60% of your sets is not good enough for us. We can't win games like that. I think at 35 minute mark we're about 80% in completions, and we need to do that. If we're undisciplined with the footy, we're not going to be able to use that ability to score tries. And it sounds too easy to explain, but if you're not completing your sets of 6, you've got to do more tackling. You do more tackling, you miss more. You miss more, they score more points. So we need to be as good as we were today if we think we've got to win. For us to win another game.
Campo people talk a lot about Milford, obviously, but the first 55-60 front row rotation was outstanding today. Do you feel like you just grounded down and you got the chocolates in the back 20 because of it?
I said it stick at half time. The difference was everyone on the footy field wanted the footy. Yeah. You were getting calls left, right and centre where when you're not completing the ball you're tired and no one really puts their hand up for the ball. So that was the difference today. Everyone over the park wanted the footy, and just improves the style of play that we want to play. I
thought you were chase of Taylor and then getting the winger. Eventually they scored anyway, but I thought that was reflective of the desperation the guys were showing today, and that sort of was the example that that highlighted that.
I just knew if I never got him, what video would have been like for the week.
Terry, that reverse unsided tap on from Anthony, does he do stuff like that training, or does he just pull it out in games, or?
Yeah, he's unpredictable, and that's the style of play. If it wasn't for our forwards going forward, they wouldn't have created the space for Tone on the edges.
Mickey, how do you replace him? Obviously he's there for 8 weeks. Do you have to look beyond Canberra's borders to find a fullback, or is there one?
I've got a plan. We haven't just found out about it. We've had a plan in place, so we've just got to keep working towards it.
It sounds like hopefully might be some movement in that area in the next few days in terms of player announcements.
Yeah, I like to think that there's some good news ahead. It's more about the players here at the moment than that. I'm just really happy for what they achieved today.
Can I just ask about Shannon Boyd's development, Mickey, and your impressions of him sort of from the start of the year and where he's at now?
Like a lot of the team, they're very young. They haven't got a lot of first grade game time. When you're losing big name players with big games experience or high amounts of games, you're losing a hell of a lot of experience. Shannon Boyd is, I think he's played nearly every game. He's getting more minutes. The more minutes he's getting, the more comfortable he's feeling and handling the game, and he's controlling his game more and more as he's getting more minutes and more time. Thanks.
Ray out of David?